Hi everyone, it's Patty from Wakanda Area Library, and I'm here today to show you how to make a rolled flower wreath. So this is what it's going to look like when you're all finished. So come to Wakanda Area Library if you're signed up and pick up your craft kit, and it's going to be full of all these great color papers. It's up to you to cut them, roll them, and glue them on. Before we get started, I just wanted to give you a couple of announcements. If you have not signed up for Decorate the Library, it is November 7th. There's still plenty of spots open. Sign up if you want to show off your creative skills. Everybody that signs up, from kid to adult, will be given one ornament. You can take it home and decorate it however you want. Maybe you want to show me something new that I can teach at the library. So you can decorate the ornament and then start dropping it off here November 25th. We are going to decorate our 2 Christmas trees with them, and I'm going to number them, so it won't have your name on it, but you'll come in and register the ornament. I will put on a number, and maybe we'll have a little fun voting for most creative ornament, the funniest ornament, the most colorful ornament. I haven't quite thought that through yet, but hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. I know I can't wait to see the ornaments come back. So we don't want those trees to be bare, so sign up please. And then our next in-person class is going to be a monogram tile ornament. It is one of those drop-in classes. It probably won't take very long, but it's a very creative ornament. Maybe it can be used also as a gift tag. Maybe it's something that you'll want to do and make for an inexpensive little gift for people that you know. So that's December 13th for the monogram tile ornament. Winter registration for that opens up on November 18th. So I hope you find that, and there'll be lots of other great classes in the winter newsletter. So why don't we go ahead and get started? What you came here for, let's make this wreath. So at home, you're going to want a glue gun, so plug that in and get it warmed up, a pair of scissors, and a pencil for the rolling. And then perhaps maybe a popsicle stick to kind of help you so you won't burn your fingers as many times as I did to help you hold that in. So now I'm going to show you the selection of paper and how we're going to cut that. Don't cut all the paper at once. Yes, it's always fun to make a bunch of these flowers and set them aside. Leave some of the paper because, you know, if you're like me, you want some of the big sizes, some of the small sizes, and then at the end, you want to see what you want to fill in all of the gaps. So this is placed pretty tight. I give you the cardboard form on the back for you to glue everything on. There is a little string in there, so you can string that first. Let me show you how I cut my paper. So you have a great selection of paper. Everybody has 6, it's 8.5 by 11 of the peach. And then we have 2 of the, it's kind of like a burnt orange, 2 cream, and 2 beige, but those are all a little bit longer. So what I'm gonna do, and this is what I suggest for you, so we have 6 of the 8.5 by 11. I'm gonna take 2 of these and just fold the paper in half lengthwise and crease it, and then you're gonna do 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll end up from one sheet, when you cut them into 8ths, you'll have 8 of these. So I would do that with 2 sheets of paper, set those aside, and that'll be this size for your flower. And now take 1 of each of your long sheets. Take 1 of the orange, 1 of the cream, 1 of the beige, and these are the longer ones. And again, fold those in half first, and then we'll cut this into thirds. So 1, 2, 3. So you'll have 6 from each one of these. So then again, so then we have our small stack of peach, we have the stack of 3 different colors that are this size. Okay, what do we have left? We have 2 peach, 2 of the peach, so go ahead and let's just fold this in half, and then we'll just cut this in half right there. So we'll cut that into 4ths. That'll be very similar in size to this. So it's fun to have a lot of different sizes. And then now you have 3 of these big ones left. Take it and cut it about here. So it's a little bit more than half. And then when you cut this, you can just cut this in half. So you'll get 3 pieces from that. And you don't have to follow what I say, but I think that having the different sizes, it just gives it a little bit more of a visual interest. So you want to have a bunch of small ones if you want to put them in the crevices. But that's why I said leave a couple of the peach. So you're setting aside 2 peach, and then maybe you're gonna roll a bunch of them, which I'm gonna show you how to do next. Place them on the wreath, get an idea of where you wanna glue them. So I tried to lay it out a little bit and get my thought process going, and then you start gluing them on, because otherwise they start moving all over the place. And you can see, like right here, I turned some and put it on the side. I bent some. You could squish the center and stick it in there. So there's a lot of different ways. You can probably add more than this if you glued it on all of the edges and add a whole nother layer. But with that in mind, you might have to use some additional paper that you have at home. I did have to special order the peach. It's not in your typical array of paper. And you can use, I think it would look really good if you had a pattern paper or any sort of scrapbook paper at home that had a subtle, pattern to it. That would look really good. Maybe you have a different color decor and you have some of your own paper. So maybe you don't want to use my paper at all. These are just suggestions, but of course this is a great fall hues that are in this. So it will look really great anywhere in your house. Doesn't have to be all Halloween decorated. We can have some fall colors too, and this will take you into Thanksgiving, which I love. So now I'm gonna set this down and I'm gonna show you how to make some different sizes. So I made a bunch of different sizes, and those are right here. So get your glue gun ready. I'm gonna slide mine over. Go and get your scissors and take some of those cut pieces of paper. I like kind of making assembly lines. So first make all of your squares, and then you're gonna take that square. So it's gonna go from this to this, and there's no pattern. You can make it any size you like. All I'm doing is making it a rough circle, and you could see it's almost more oval. I try to get as much paper out of this as I can. So really, you just take one of your squares and just round off the corners. You can go up and you can take some off the sides if you want. You can take these squares and make them different sizes, but this is really, that is enough. It does not need to be a perfect circle. And now you're gonna take this, after you cut off the corners, and you're gonna make kind of what I would call a snake. So just start, and again, you can make really skinny ones. You can make this pattern really wide. The skinnier you make this strip when you cut, the more you have to roll. So this is good. You want to keep a good base here, because this is what we glue the flower on. So make a couple of these at home and see what you like, and then you can cut a bunch of them. So grab your pencil. I start rolling where you started. So take it and fold it on there and you start rolling, and you want to try to keep all the bottom even. So one side you want to keep down, and the other one it's going to start opening up like a petal. So just keep rolling. So I'm trying to keep this even. So just keep going around. Just hold it tight. Sometimes I'm almost done and then I let it go, and then I just start over again. So roll the paper around the pencil. And at the end, I fold it just to hold it, and then I'll let it go. So I try to hold it there for a minute so it keeps some shape. You can let it slide, just pull it down off the pencil, and it's gonna naturally just open up a little bit. And this is where, depending on how you glue it, so we're gonna take it, give it some shape before you put the glue in there. So then I put the glue all on the bottom right here. And this is where I said, and you can put some glue inside the little rosette there. Just be careful. And now this was a bigger square. It's okay to have it, you're gonna have it open up there. If that's too much of an opening, if that bothers you, first just kind of hold it. And that's where sometimes I take the popsicle stick, because the inside of a flower is really tight. You can kind of bend it in. The bigger ones just have a little bit more of a gap. So I try to bend it in and push it all down. Not necessary. And you can see this is really wide. So this looks just like that. And you can see this one, look how rolled that one is. That's also this one right here. That's from this. So this is a really big one. The one I just made with you would be the medium size, and this one came from this. So let's do a big one because that'll be easy for you to see. So again, just go ahead and cut your corners off. If you want to cut some of the sides off, you can do that too. All right, and now start making your snake. I love this one. You just have to be careful when you're wrapping it. Just because it can so easily spiral out of control. So just go slow. Hold on to it. This is one of those fun crafts. You can listen to a book, listen to some music, talk with your girlfriends, watch TV. So now we have this big spiral here. Still have about the same size opening ending. So that's what you're gonna glue your flower on. It helps to glue it to the, you have a lot of space to glue it on your base. So let's get that pencil. And just remember, just roll and try to keep one side as even as you can. Just makes it easier so that the hot glue touches all the paper. You can go crazy with this wreath if you really like it, and go to the pizza store, pizza restaurant, ask them if you can buy a pizza circle, cut a hole in the middle, and you can make a really, really big wreath. It would just be a lot of rolling. But if you have a lot of scrap paper at home and you don't know what to do with it, it would be good with those book page flowers too. the pencil. Oh, and I did. So see, I don't use too many of these because obviously it's a lot of paper to roll, but it's kind of nice. We're not putting a ribbon on front of this or anything, so sometimes it's nice to have a couple that are a little bigger. So now that I'm done rolling, I still have my bottom hanging here, and when you let it go, just kind of, see, it naturally, you have some that are looser. I like how tight it is in the middle there. And now just take this base and put some glue around it. And if you need to go up the side a little bit with the glue, you can. And also the flowers won't naturally get a little tighter because you're going to be putting them side by side on each other, and that's going to help to kind of make it tight. So if you're worried that the flowers are maybe a little too loose, as you push them all up next to each other, there we go. Okay, so I think that's enough tutorials on the rolled wreaths. Okay, now that we have rolled all of our flowers, it's time to take this and turn it into this. So first I want you to take the larger size flowers that you made and put a couple close to each other. And that'll be your focal area of the wreath. And now we're just gonna start by keep gluing and adding on more flowers. So you don't need a lot of glue. Just make sure you get the glue right on the wreath there. You can put any colors by each other. I need to hold some of them on there for a minute. The goal is to not have any cardboard showing. There we go. Glued myself right to my cardboard. So now you see that this section is pretty tight. Let's keep going all the way around. Did you enjoy making that craft? That came together really easily. And I still have a few flowers left here. So just go ahead. I made sure to put in all the larger ones that I rolled. And now on the sides there, wherever you see cardboard, that's where you can keep sticking in those tiny little rosettes. Even if you have a little space in there. Those could go anywhere. So you can make this as full as you like. I hope you enjoyed this very relaxing rolled flower wreath as much as I did. And I will see you very soon at the library. If you have any questions, feel free to call me at the library, or you can email me at pgamitrovich@walklib.org. Thank you very much for joining me today. Have a great day. Bye.